Baby, the way that Yandy has clocked Erica Mena, she not playing with Erica Mena. I hope Yandy sticks to that.
Anchored by Dr. L Webb, founder and owner of Colorism Healing.
Oh my God, the sun is beaming, girl. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. It is beaming out here. I am re-listening to the Love and Hip Hop little roundtable that they had about what Erica Mena said using the racial slur towards Spice. I am glad that they had someone there who can clearly articulate what's going on. I'm glad that Yandy was there and Spice were there to just make it plain. Like, we're not playing these games. Let's call it for what it is.
People get mixed up with fetish. Black fetish. That's what, and also, I like the fact that my babies will be brown skinned. Right. They go to tanning salons all the time to be black. That does not mean you are not racist. They don't want them too black, though. They don't want them to come out too black. Right. They'll go
I'm so glad they showed that clip of Erica and Yandy, and Erica literally doubling down and say, "I do it again." She was like, "You do it again." And
calling a black person a monkey.
I was offended.
You was offended. And let me tell you, because you chose to be offended, Yandy.
I was offended
because you know me. No one's going to violate me using my child. There's no boundaries at that point. Once you cross that line, I even told her she should have died on that table.
But what you said to her
and what she said to me,
when you called her a monkey, you insulted every person of African descent. No. Let me explain to you
guys that want to be offended by it.
You think I want to be offended by 400 years of slavery?
The reason why I have 23.
Yes.
Why, as minorities, are we comparing ourselves to something that...
The problem, Erica, this is the problem. Okay. And that's why I want to know.
That's what I don't understand.
And this is exactly why I wanted to have the conversation with you.
I hate it.
She was like, "Well, not say that." No, yes, you would, because you have a pattern of behavior. You will do it again. She was right when she said that. I said, I'm glad they showed that, because we didn't get to see that. Right? You know, I don't review the show. I do watch it, though. But I don't review. It's my little guilty pleasure. It's my pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And I like to talk about it, but I don't want to necessarily review it because it's the same old shit. You know what I'm saying? But I love the fact that Yandy was there. I love the fact that Spice was there. I don't know. I mean, Jock and them and Scrappy, you know, I don't know if they were necessarily the right choice. All right, they're showing that. Let me turn it down because they're actually. Why are you driving so close? God damn! What is wrong with people? Like, why are you so close? It's so weird. So I'm on my way to Starbucks. Then I got an appointment. Where are you going? You on the wrong side of the street. Girl, what? It's always some shit up at the Starbucks. Girl, they said they had to take out the merchandise from this Starbucks because the people would come in there and steal the merchandise. I'm like, what? What are y'all doing with all the damn insulated mugs? Like, what could you possibly be doing? Girl. Anyway, so, look, here it is. Here.
What this means for me, because I went in there really thinking she just used that term unknowingly. She probably had implicit bias, but she's not a racist. And I remember, Rashida and Kirk was there as well, and there was a conversation where she was trying to say, well, I did it because she assaulted my mother, and then she said, and I'll do it again. The bitch crossed the line, she violated me by coming for my son, and I will do it all over again if she does it again. It's just point blank, period. You're not going to violate me using my kid in any type of way. So you're saying you would say the same thing all over again? I didn't say I would say the same thing. If I have to violate this bitch for talking about my kid, I will. Okay.
She'll say the same thing.
I was just left feeling like, dang, you just got to take full accountability for your actions. If you did wrong, just say sorry about mine.
Well, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really agree with that either. I just feel like there's so much performative apologizing where it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for what I did, and I'm using my platform to racially educate, and I believe in inclusivity.
Sound like a PR.
It sounds like a publicist wrote that for you, and you did that because you're losing jobs or because the world has canceled you.
So I'm going to read the apology. She said, I deeply regret my insensitive comments and want to humbly apologize to anybody I hurt or offended by my thoughtlessness. My choice of words was wrong, and I take full responsibility for what I said. I'm committed to listening to the voices of those affected and will work toward making amends. As a woman of color and the mother of 2 Black children, I want to make it clear that my use of the word was not in any way racially driven. That said, I do understand the gravity of what I said and want to use my platform to promote inclusivity and equality. So Spice, as the person who received the racial slur, it's important to understand how you would have liked the situation to be handled. What does accountability look like for you?
I take accountability for coming for Erica's parenting. But it doesn't sound to me like she wants to take accountability for being a racist or using a racial slur. So I can't trigger you to be a racist. You can't trigger someone to be a racist.
Right.
And so for the people
Come on,
who want to
Spice.
make it seem like they want me to take accountability for Erica's choice of words, I will not take accountability for that. Even in her apology, she did not.
She did not say Spice name. Everybody else.
So that's my next question. So even in the apology, she said, "But I'm not a racist, or I'm not this," and I didn't use. So okay, why did you use the slur? What's your definition then of using a racial slur?
Do you want an apology, or do you think you're owed one?
I don't. I know it's not going to come from a place of sorry. You can't just apologize because your pocket has been affected. You got to really mean it. Every other group that has been a part of this network, that has been a part of television, you say something about, don't say it, but you say something about a particular religious group, yes, instantly you are fired. Yes. Far too often, you speak about black people and there is no accountability and nothing happens. So we don't even do it. I've seen other races get attacked and they got fired immediately. And in this particular show, this is deep rooted in black culture. How dare you disrespect black culture and not be held accountable with the loss of
Come on, Yandy.
All right, so I want to reiterate.
Come on, Yandy Luther King. Yes, the Yandy. Yandy came through. I can't even front. Yandy came through. She kept coming through. She kept saying the right things. Her and Spice said the right things. And the fact that Erica Mena doubled down, said, I'll do it again, because she will do it again, because she has a pattern of calling black women monkeys. And we already have it. It's already the receipts. Do you want to see the receipts, baby girl? They out there. So we know what it is. We know what she gives. We know that there are groups of non-black women who hop up and down on black dick doing full splits, who think that they are better than, and you heard Jock say it. And I think we just need to speak clearly and plainly. There's a lot of them that call black women monkeys, and you think you look better than this black woman. That's why you flipped out when he was saying he was crying. You crying over this monkey? I bet you she said that. She's that bitch. And I'm glad you're losing endorsements. We don't accept the apology. You can apologize all you want. The apology is not accepted, because you're not going to change. And then I asked the question, if we are going so hard on Erica Mena, are y'all about to watch Basketball Wives with Evelyn? Because Evelyn did the same shit. That's why you know it's a thing, right? I only need 2 people to do some shit. I already know it's a thing. And I'm around Latin people. And I hear the way Dominicans, island Latin people, me no black, me Dominican, I'm Dominican. No, we already know what it gives. And we know how it goes. And I'm glad that Spice said, was it Spice or Yandy, that said, oh, now you want to claim you Afro-Latina, like motherfucking Evelyn, after she used a monkey. Bitch, we don't call each other monkeys. I don't give a fuck if you black or not. We don't call each other monkeys. So you say, oh, I'm using a monkey. I'm Afro-Latina, so I could use a monkey to describe a black woman? Girl, what the fuck? That's even more reason for you not to do it, stupid ass. Ooh, girl. Let me get my shit together, honey. What do I want? Do I want vanilla? Let me see what the people said on Twitter. Do I want vanilla and cinnamon? Or do I want chai and brown sugar? Let's see. Let's see what the people said. Girl. And then Mariah Lynn, girl. So I put on Twitter, swallowing black dick doesn't make you black. And I said, if it wasn't so vulgar, I would put that on a shirt. Because you bitches need to know. I'm tired of your shit.
What are we getting for you today?
Oh, yes. May I have a hot grande oat milk latte, please?
Unfortunately, I actually don't have the oat milk right now.
Okay, can I have soy?
Yes.
Yeah, and then...
That was a regular latte, though?
Yeah, with vanilla, with 3 pumps of vanilla and 3 pumps of cinnamon.
And then what size did you say you wanted?
Grande.
All right.
And can you make it extra hot?
I sure can.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to get something else today?
No, that's all.
Perfect. I'll be seeing you up here for 6:25. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Tired of your shit. You around here, y'all call black women monkeys because, and then even Jock said it. Jock said, well, y'all go around, y'all hear the men. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you how much women change themselves and turn themselves into pretzels to gain the attention of men, to be desirable by men. And yes, a lot of the girls are changing. What's ironic is that Black women have all the features that these girls are changing their bodies into, but because their skin is a different color and they are labeled as preference exotics or whatever, they go towards the one that has the Black aesthetics. They don't want the Black woman, they want the Black aesthetics. But we know that there's no reason for you to feel any sort of way. But women who center men, Black men, they are going to do what they need to do to be desirable, even if that means being in community with someone like Erica Mena, knowing how she is, but being in proximity to her, knowing what she's going to attract, also provides you the opportunity to be desired by a Black dude. But we know that they are not treated any differently, right? We see Erica Mena is being dragged by Safari. Lost all that weight, was down here looking like a skeleton with a jack-o'-lantern head on the top of it, okay? A pumpkin head looking ass. She was down there looking like. So, why did I look up and it looked like the car had pulled off, and I pulled up? Girl, let me get my shit together because they're about to pull off. Gold links, raw denim. You know that we do it grande. You know that I'm gonna be extra. Good morning.
So today's 6:25. How's your morning going?
So far so good.
I'm glad. Perfect.
Thank you.
Any plans for today?
Yeah, I got an appointment I have to go to. I'm on my way there now. Yeah.
No work today?
No work today.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay,
you too. All right. Girl, she said, we'll see you tomorrow. Girl, I ain't never got that before. Look at that little dog. Homeless people be having their little dogs. All right, I'm going this way. I need to go this way. All right. So we're going the opposite of the traffic, which is good. But we're gonna have a little congestion. So he's throwing up, girl. Ugh. And so we know that they're not given preferential treatment. But in order to pitch you against other women for the attention of a man, they love that. So they feed into that. And not only do they feed into it, the women feed into it and see you as competition.
And I wore my natural hair. My same people, the Black people, would comment so negatively about me. Why she couldn't do her hair? This is so true. Why she couldn't fix up herself? Why she never cream all that?
The Black man is sitting here saying, yo, I want this complexion, I want this foreign chick. Then y'all sitting here, and please don't beat me up, y'all, but y'all are sitting here every day, you embellishing yourself to look closer to that what your man is saying he won't. So the one who got these things your man say he won't, she's getting put in these videos, she's getting the front seat for the look. Now, she's gonna feel like she looks better as you let people into your culture so much. And they start looking at everything you got going on, and they start realizing like, they trying to look like us.
They trying to look like us. I think with the lip injections, with the tans, I think when you immerse with a culture that you love so much, no, because you gotta understand, these girls are trying to look like us. Absolutely. I want it to be very clear. Where in Black history did we get confused that we're trying to look like that? When we look and take original face and shape, and then I look at my auntie, my granny, my mama, our slave, all of them, I'm like, you bought them lips, not trying to look like a white woman. I'm looking at the lips at the same. I'm just saying, you didn't buy those lips to look like Ciara. You bought her to look like Keisha. Yeah.
That is the reason why they refer to you, dehumanize you, call you monkeys and roaches and all that other shit. Because if these women had nothing, if a man wasn't the center of whatever was going on, these women would get, they wouldn't be calling you monkeys and stuff like that. She deems you unattractive because the men that deem her attractive would never deem you attractive. That's why Evelyn was so befuddled when fucking OG said, oh girl, babe, yes girl, he likes this Black girl too. This is all natural. What you go into the you lay on a table and get your body split open to look like this bitch. And that's the truth. But because y'all still vie for the attention of these weirdos, thank you for letting me by. That was so nice. These weirdos, queen, come through. Yes. These weirdos are out here feeding into that. Even Jock said it, but y'all go out there and y'all change your hair and everything. Yes, because they're trying to get attention from men in addition to look cute or whatever. There are some women who do, there are plenty of women who do all of the things, the lashes, the hair, the nails for themselves, right? But a large majority of them do it for the attention and to be desirable, to be desirable. But y'all go and change your hair. Let me tell you something. Blonde hair ain't exclusive to white people. So a woman dyeing her hair blonde, Jock, I've heard that. Do you know how long I've heard? My uncle is dead and gone and been gone. And I used to hear him say shit like that. Y'all just need to wear your natural hair. But all you lay with is Mexican women. So if a woman wants to desire you, what you think she's going to change herself to look like? What you think she's going to change herself to look like? But at the same time, you like the aesthetic, the black aesthetic. A lot of these niggas like the black aesthetics on non-black women. But then that's why they turn around and call you names or think you ugly, call you ugly, or use monkey emojis. Right? Let's listen.
The difference between racism and colorism, but also their importance, right? So we know that racism is
And I also do not think that Erica Mena and women and men like her should not be allowed to make money off of the culture that they are using racial slurs against. That is wild. And for black people, melanated people, to be in the comments saying, well, she does look like a monkey. Bitch, fuck you and your self-hating ass and your internalized anti-blackness. Heal that. You're blocked. I don't even know. It was a black woman image and said, well, she does look like a monkey. I said, bitch, block. I don't even have time to go back and forth with no ignorant bitch like you. If anything, if you don't, even if you're not in community, you still have some goddamn pride in your heritage and where you from and what you look like. You have some pride. It's amazing the amount of people who don't have pride, and that shows you. And and it's not a proud of being in a black community. It's just being proud of your skin tone, of your hair texture, of your features. They have really done a number on black melanated people, not just black people. Like I always say it, wherever there is a color spectrum of people, they are infected by the illusion of white supremacy. Infected. Do you hear me? MTV is over here having a roundtable with some people who have some information, not no fucking Nicki Minaj. You need to invite someone on this show to talk about, I'm talking about Potomac, to talk about the colorism that is blatant. And we're not going to ignore it the way white people want you to ignore racism. If you act like you don't see the similarities, you're a buffoon. I can't even go away from me with this, Apollo. This is the part that I was talking about. Hold on, let me see. 14. Oh yeah, here you go right here. Listen.
My natural hair. My same people, the black people, would comment so negatively about me. Why she couldn't do her hair? This is so true. Why she couldn't fix up herself? Why she never cream out that?
The black man is in here saying, yo, I want this complexion, I want this foreign chick. Then y'all sitting here, please don't beat me up, y'all. But y'all are sitting here every day, you embellishing yourself to look closer to that what your man is saying he won't. So the one who got these things your man saying he won't, she get in these videos, she's getting front seat for the look. Now, she's gonna feel like she looks better as well. You let people into your culture so much. And they start looking at
listen. They're not going around. It's a double. It's kind of like a double. It's both sides. It's the women trying to look more racially ambiguous, right? They want to look like the girls that you are attracted to. And even Jock says it out of his mouth. The man wants you to look like this. They know the power that they have to determine how these women show up. Supply meeting the demand. Did you hear what he said? I don't know if you heard what he said, but let me play it again.
Everything you got going on, and he won't. So the one who got complexion, I want this foreign chick.
Listen.
Elijah, and I wore my natural hair. My same people, the black people, would comment so negatively about me. Why she couldn't do her hair? This is so true. Why she couldn't fix up herself? Why she never clean out that?
Girl. It's an alarm. Okay, here.
Man is here saying, yo, I want this complexion, I want this foreign chick. Then y'all send.
You hear how he's saying, I want this foreign chick, I want this complexion. Listen.
They're saying, yo, I want this complexion, I want this foreign chick. Then y'all sitting here, please don't beat me up, y'all. But y'all are sitting here every day, you embellishing yourself to look closer to that what your man is saying he won't. So the one who got these things your man say he won't, she's getting put in these videos, she's getting the front seat for the look. Now, she's gonna feel like she looks better. You let people into your culture so much, and they start looking at everything you got going on, and they start realizing like, well, they trying to look like me.
They trying to look like us. I think with the lip injections, with the tans, I think when you immerse with a culture that you love so much, no, because you gotta understand, these girls are trying to look like us. Absolutely. I wanted to be very clear.
Girl,
in Black History did we get confused that we're trying to look like that? When we look and take original face and shape, and then I look at my auntie, my granny, my mama, our slave, all of them, I'm like, you bought them lips, not trying to look like a white woman. I'm looking at the lips at the table. I'm just saying, you didn't buy those lips to look like Ciara. You bought her to look like Keisha. Yeah, like I didn't buy these lips. I didn't buy these lips to look like Ciara. I bought these lips to look like goddamn Spice in that part. But we have this confusion in the black community that black women are trying to be European. But I'm sitting here saying, look at Queen Nephew, look at it. The jewelry, the hair clips, she was on the same tip. No, but black women are the ones with the lips. Let's be very clear.
Like Spice has also said, is that there are black people.
Yes, they are.
Definitely
yes,
black people who think the European
and the system creates.
And I think, I heard someone say that, you heard him say that what the men want. So they have an awareness and an understanding. Girl, you see me trying to get it. They have an awareness and an understanding that there are women who will do what they need to do in order to be desirable. There are thousands of women who went and got elective surgery to be desirable for men. And 5-7 years later, they're like, we don't like that no more. And so now you've made a permanent decision in order to be desirable. And now they don't like it. It's not aesthetically pleasing to look like you got a pound of shit in your asshole coming out like a diaper. Running around looking like a bug's life. What is it called? Ant life? What is it called? Y'all went and got these permanent. And there are women who get elective surgery for themselves. But there are women who are doing it to be desirable. You heard him say it. This is the black man said he like this, he like this, he like this. Now all of a sudden, y'all trying to look like them. Girl, what? He knows it. He knows it because there are a group of women who are doing that. But that doesn't make it okay for the girl to hurl a racial slur. If you cared about the community that you are making money off of, getting rich off of, if you cared anything about that, you would never use a racial slur against a black woman and then turn around and be like, I have black kids. Let me tell you something. Your kids ain't black. Your pussy ain't black. Unless they shot out of a black pussy, they're not black. Okay? This idea, the daddy's black, so the kids are black. No, that's not how it goes. And a lot of you niggas got that shit fucked up. And I'm not the Ancestry Police or the 23andMe squad. I'm not. But the fact of the matter is, you didn't come out of a black pussy. You ain't black. I don't give a fuck if your dad is black. You're not black. You are whatever your mother is and whatever your father is. That is what you are. The only reason why y'all claim black is because your mothers, the non-black mothers you shot out of, their families don't like niggas. So while you, and they also have some of that internalized as well. her to call her and then to double down and be like, and I do it again. Rashida was like, that's why nobody understands why Bambi was hanging around Erica. Cause girl, what?
A place for them to feel inferior as well.
So also, because we're talking about racism, that is one of the tools of racism, is to try to make us hate ourselves. When we talk about when we talk about internalized hatred for ourselves, they purposely implanted those ideas in us because they knew that
it's a conditioning. It is definitely a conditioning, and those are the people in the comments like, well, she looks like a monkey. Take your self-hating ass. Go play on a crowded freeway.
If we are hating ourselves, it's easier to marginalize us. So let's talk a little bit more about the overlap or the blurring of the lines between the Latinx community, the various Black communities across the diaspora. You all have already started to touch on that a little bit. So I want to know what's your understanding of a racial identity versus your ethnic identity, right? Because a lot of times we confuse race and ethnicity, right? Race has a lot to do with your ancestry and your phenotype, whereas ethnicity takes into account your culture. And so can you be Black and Puerto Rican? Are there Puerto Ricans who also identify as Black, right?
Absolutely.
There's African Americans. I mean, Black Americans, white Americans. You got Black Puerto Ricans.
When your mama Black or your daddy
white
Black,
Puerto Rican.
And then sometimes when it comes to race, people opt in or they opt out. Right? Sometimes people say, I'm an Afro-Latina, proudly. And then other times people say, I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican, and they do not necessarily identify with the African side of their history.
And so where do you think that comes from? When people distance themselves, or when people deny African ancestry, or when people, even if they look crazy, Black, they try to say, oh no, I'm not Black.
They look delusional.
Right. Where do you think that comes from?
System. People. Every single thing about the American society, we get paid less. The lighter you are, the more you make. Even if there are identical educational backgrounds, if two people walk in to get a job and I'm browner and you're lighter, there is a higher percentage that you'll get more money. If I'm driving here and you're driving there, we both start a satellite, it's more likely for the darker person to get pulled over than the lighter and to be harassed than anything else. So in this society, absolutely, it takes off a bit of pressure and a bit of oppression to say, I'm not Black. Because you get to reap the privileges and the benefits of being that other, whatever that other thing is.
That's true.
We're a visible society. When you look at me, I can't take off my Black. Me neither. You look at me, you're gonna see that I'm Black.
Amen.
So I gotta live in it and I gotta own that and everything that comes with that.
We know it's never all of any group, right? But when it becomes a pattern, right, then we still have to adjust.
Damn, he was flying. You couldn't see him. He was flying, honey. I'm trying to get it to be a little lighter because the sun is beaming. Yeah, white Puerto Ricans, Black Puerto Ricans, white Dominicans, Black Dominicans, white Cubans, Black Cubans, white Mexicans, Black Mexicans. Come on. Like I said, and then the idea, like Evelyn, I'm Afro-Latina. Girl, are you? Are you, girl? Are you?
I just, girl, stop.
Girl. And you gonna show me a picture of your great-grandmother, your dark-skinned great-grandmother, girl. Get the fuck out of here, girl. Get out of here. You calling people monkeys. That's what y'all do. And it is true that within the Black community, there are some people who get passes on saying the N-word. They just are not Black. And not only that, it is literally a part of the lexicon of the new generation. Like, they really say nigga like brother. Like they really be. And I tell my sons that too, because they have a multicultural friend group. And I know the kids say nigga as like nothing, right? It's in the music, it's everything. It's part of, they use it. They don't see or feel or hear or understand. Even if you say to them, they are all about, how you say it, right? So there'll be some people in community who will allow a non-Black person to say the N-word in the same way that we use it, right? Instead of saying it with the vibration that you can understand, you're not saying it the way we say it, right? But like to Yandy's point, that monkey shit, that has never been okay anywhere. So it doesn't matter that it's okay that we let you slide in saying the N-word, but monkey is not how we talk to each other. And that's just what it is. And yes, you might feel like, oh my God, the word, right? And I tell my son says the same thing. It's how you say it to me that I know how to react. If you saying it like we're saying it together and we talking, they're like, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. And if they are saying it with vitriol and the energy and the tone behind the word, it gives it a different meaning. It does. Just like, girl, get yourself together. Just like women amongst other women can say bitch, right? Call each other bitch. But if a man says it, right, that is not gay, right? We're looking at him like, hold on. Even though gay men say bitch all the time, right? And there are men within saying bitch and nobody's like feeling away. But when those same men start saying bitch in a way like calling you a bitch, then it's different. And I think everybody knows that. That's the part that bothers me, is that people act like they don't know. Erica Mena doesn't need education. She doesn't need a diversity e-course. She doesn't need none of that. She knows good and goddamn well she was raised in a community where Latina women, lighter skinned women, black women are given by most black people who are asleep preferential treatment. Some do it you do it unconsciously because it's a deep programming. It is. It really is. She knows what the fuck she's learned. Even Sin Santana said it. I heard it growing up. Black men like the Latina girls. They like the non-black. And then the boys are talking shit about the black girls. So that you're already put in competition with these girls. And now they are being fed a bunch of bullshit by these self-hating niggas. You understand what I'm saying? And so they feel emboldened. They do. But calling somebody, that's never been a thing. They let Erica slide saying nigga. That's especially like Ciara said, on the East Coast, amongst the islands, the people from the Spanish speaking people from the islands, they say nigga, right? And nobody flinches. You calling somebody a monkey, that's a problem. That's a problem. It is a problem. It really is. Let's see what else she said.
And that brings up the idea of desirability, right? And who's considered desirable in media. You talked about it already in the music lyrics and the music videos, right? How the lighter skinned girls are the racially ambiguous girls. Ones with the lighter skin tones, the wavy hair, are seen as the love interest, are seen as the ones that all the guys are falling in love with and chasing. And sometimes you don't even see dark skin.
I see a lot of brown skin.
It is changing.
I have a light complexion. My baby girl is light. And I feel like I have seen some lighter complexion women be like, well, dark skinned women get this. They
Shut
get this
up,
right here.
Scrappy. That's not. That doesn't happen.
Because of how we were raised, though, in some type of way. Because so much of us here of color is at the table when we speak on colorism. Light-skinned people also receive colorism, and I feel like that's something we also need to point out and not just make it seem like it's just us. I have light-skinned friends who have also received colorism.
So I have to chime in here. If someone is prejudiced against a light-skinned woman, does that equal a social system and where that light-skinned woman is demeaned or degraded, placed beneath darker-skinned people?
No.
Right.
No.
And so those women are still not systemically placed beneath darker skin women. They're still systemically elevated, systemically propped up. I'm so glad you brought up, because people don't know that even within the race, even amongst black people, there's income inequality. There's educational inequality, even amongst black people, because of this.
But do they know it though? Right? Do they know it though?
A lot of people don't. I also have to say, in order for those lighter skinned and mulatto women to exist, they have to first rape dark-skinned, non-mixed black women. And so all of us have experienced that type of violence. All of us have been.
No, I didn't even think that deep. Like,
It was I think it was a pretty good conversation. I think they need to have the same conversation over on Potomac. I do. I think it was a good conversation. I'm glad that Spice and Yandy were there. And of course, the woman who wrote a book on colorism. That is the type of person that you need. Someone who can verbalize what people are trying to say. Like if somebody in the audience is having difficulty trying to explain, they have the range. They have the range to answer those questions and to clarify any misunderstanding and to educate. Having a celebrity there, having who was it? Mark Lamont Hill, he didn't do very much with Shawnee when they tried to do the colorism conversation. That piss poor conversation. Girl, anyways, take care of each other, guys. Take care of each other, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Let me know what you think of it. Go watch it. It's on YouTube. It's only an hour. I watched it sped up, so I didn't have to spend too much time, listening to it. So let me know. Go watch it, and let's get down in the comments. I hope I was able to cover most of the stuff. All right. Take care of each other. Peace.